Can we record to the Sling and upload?
Man, so I'm still recording everything right now. Oh. Our mics are off. Oh, we're back up? Okay, yeah, leave us back up. Yeah. Okay. It says we're back up. It says live, y'all. Well,
we back?
Okay, if you're joining us for part 2, Jesus, sorry.
Yeah. Let's all just smoke some more weed and move the fuck on.
Yeah, let's. I think we're back. That might have been a YouTube hiccup there. Might have been a Wi-Fi hiccup. I don't know.
But we're back. And you got one more pair of shoes.
Yes.
Get them on the table.
Out of the way. Get them on the table.
Get them on the table.
So I wanted a pair of these right when they released, but I knew they would end up on sale because people are sleeping on shit all over the place. Mm-hmm. So I waited, and thankfully I did. And $75 later, you get a sick pair of ACGs. React Terra Gobi, I think, or Gobi.
I still don't have a single pair with the React cushioning.
Yeah, Gobi. This is the pair to get then because it has this beefed up outsole. All this black, heavy, durable stuff. And then, yeah, the speckled midsole.
We're smoking King Louis now.
Yeah, that's mine now. That's mine now.
That's mine. Gimme.
That's mine now.
I know you're loving these. This isn't for me. I recognize like the great like design to it.
Colors, yeah, talk about that rubber.
Oh yeah. Wait, hold on. All right. So you can't see it on camera. You can't even really see it until it's like right in front of your face. But the ACG logo in the back and on the pull tab on the tongue is like little raised, I want to call it like rubber Velcro.
But soft.
Like
a soft Velcro.
Yeah. Like silicone. It's weird. It's a very interesting tactile experience.
So yeah, go get yourself a pair. I got mine at Undefeated for $75.
I mean, I need to stop by Undefeated.
Dude, the rubberized toe. This is a solid pair, dude. It's lighter than
I like
it
how
looks.
you're just handling the shit out of it. Of course, because it's ACG. Now, okay, if I see those in like an olive and infrared, I'm going to be on that shit. All right.
Yeah, you could. I think they'll probably end up doing something like that. But there's these nice bright colors right now. Like, wait, is there one in the slideshow of the newer color of these that released?
Yes.
Or is released?
Do you want me to flip to that?
Yes, I do.
I'm gonna zoom out, and this is the. Is that a bright crimson?
I'll go along with that, and plus the purple hits.
Yep. And it's not a quart purple. I don't know what they call that. That's definitely an ACG color though.
Man, I'm in.
I dig this colorway. You're
Super
right.
in.
You're right. You know, like as soon as I see like a colorway, but like, I don't know, man. I don't see myself wearing them.
Dude, I'm gonna need that pair as well. Hopefully people sleep on those, and I get them for $75.
Boom, 2 for the price of 1.
Plus, dude, look at this. I remember my oldest brother Matt is definitely another reason I'm into shoes and stuff. And like, I remember him getting ACG stuff and cool. He had the air pressures.
With the pump and the big old cereal box.
The big ass box that was like clear plastic, like milk crate almost.
Yeah.
I remember that box even more than the shoes because I don't remember him wearing the shoes. But I do remember him getting ACG boxes, and so shout out to my oldest brother. This brings back memories for sure.
It is a classic box. Very nice. Are we on the slides?
We can stick to slides. Yeah. Oh my God, we've been on slides the whole time.
Well, we got a few more to go through because we got that Q&A that we promised them.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. So we'll fly through these. You like up tempos? I don't necessarily care for them. Neither of us
I do.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah, up tempos in
again,
general,
dude,
but
why
not these.
Like, it's like a cosmic joke that we like talked about how I don't like denim on shoes a couple weeks ago, and now it's just like all over
everywhere. It's supposed to be.
All right. Cool. Move on then. I don't like it. I like the shoe. I love the shoe, especially when it's in all white midsole like that.
Yeah, but we won't see you in these.
Absolutely not, man. I don't want. That's Denim Dan. What are we talking about? My name's already Dan. I can't have all that going on.
I can't do the Canadian tuxedo. How about
these
fragment sample threes though?
Yeah, I remember when I got my pair.
This motherfucker. Yeah.
No. Dude, yeah, these of course these would be nice to have, whatever.
I don't even like blue shoes, and like these are nice.
It's just the way they always do good color blocking.
That is, I mean, and this is a classic. It's a fire red with the blue swapped in.
Yeah, with that black, solid black leather tab in the back though. It isn't cement or elephant.
Right. Which a lot of people are usually unhappy when there's not elephant print on a Jordan 3. So this would probably be the exception. I'm sure everybody loved those. You pointed these out to me.
Okay, yeah, because my uncle is a producer on Shark Week.
Oh, shit.
So
shout out to Uncle Shark.
Yes, Uncle Jim. He has nothing to do with what's going on here, but I just was like, oh, shit, they did a Shark Week specific collaboration with Vans. Our sound guy is super into it.
This pair is
wild.
Talk
about why you don't like it, because that's a good point.
It's so close to an excellent execution, but the way the Vans stripe, I believe, swoop. It's not a swoosh.
Swipe. That sounds gross. Don't
yeah.
call it a swipe.
Well, it's not gross as long as you go from front to back. But so it looks like the shark is finishing a marathon. I feel like he should have just had his teeth wrapped around that swoop. So yeah, that's, but you know, fuck do I know? These are dope. These look great. Cool, right? Okay.
I'm just showing the range of what they did.
Sure.
This. Yeah.
I'm moving forward because this print is fantastic.
This is wild, bro.
I don't do slip-ons, but this is fucking wild. It's completely original, but it also feels reminiscent of like a Miyazaki film that I would enjoy. Like these look like soot sprites, but in shark form, with this crazy like Warhol Liechtenstein pattern.
Yeah,
repeating.
Liechtenstein pattern.
I don't even the color halftones really, and the stripes.
The sharks to me remind me of like the bullets from Super Mario.
Yes. So, and I didn't even think about that. So it's not so obvious that it's like knockoff. Like this shit is fire, and I don't even fuck with slip-ons.
I just tried to smooth the slide with this iPad over here. That's two.
Oh, there we go. We got another shot of those. But I want to move on again because, bro, I want these in adult sizes. This is lit.
Oh my god, I can't believe they actually did the shark fin on
the back.
On the back.
This is fantastic. Like, go in and like.
No, there will be little kids that are rocking it with these.
Yo, these joints go ham. All right, moving on.
Yeah. Okay.
Everybody's talking about these. The Supreme collab SB, Nike SB Dunk Lows. Of course, it's a historic collab as far as like what they've dropped in the past. What, since 2002? Was that their first one?
2002 was the first Supreme Nike collab.
First Dunk. I guess that was the Elephant Lows, but actually the Stars and Croc Leather came first, right?
So
the highs.
would be SBs we're talking about specifically,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know. Somebody Google that shit and let us know. People are love hating these. I didn't really give a fuck until I saw the gold and blue, and those colors don't mean anything to me, but I just think it looks so good in this execution. Maybe it's because that gold jewel swoosh, and I'm late on the jewel game. Like, I've been aware of them as far as like on the Air Max 1s and such, but I don't have any in the collection. I haven't been seeking them out, but the more I see them, the more I'm like, damn, I need a pair of those. So that's cool to see. I mean, Dallas Cowboy fans are going to be mad hyped on these.
I would think so, yeah. You go back to the jewel swoosh is interesting, I would say. Is you have the red pair?
Yes. I mean,
I'm not a big fan of when this happens, where the red leads up here and then the white
cuts right there.
I don't like that. But the inset red jewel swoosh on these is classic. Really cool.
And of course, it's strong with the Supreme branding. But y'all will hear everybody talk about those, so we can move on. We talked about those.
Oh, we weren't on that. You go back a little bit. Finish out with the red ones. Everyone hasn't seen
look
those.
Like some Luden cough drops, which I guess is appropriate since Supreme did a collab with Luden cough drops. Okay, so I put out an Instagram post and let you guys know, like, we wanted some questions, and we were gonna answer some questions from the audience. So I pulled some, and they're in no specific order. Our first one is from our friend David.
They're in no specific order, but this one's first.
This one's first.
So the fact that this one's first makes me believe this isn't put in a certain order.
Actually, okay, you want to know what it was? When I was organizing the slides, I put them in a color spectrum, just visually. Like, I designed them all with random color palettes. But when it finally came down to it, I couldn't have this slideshow in hodgepodge order. So we're starting with this neutral background.
All right.
Enough.
All right.
You got your peak loaded up?
Yeah.
David asks, when will there be a HYPEBEAST marketplace for dogs? And David, there already is. We got Supreme dog bowls and leashes, and the dog walker SBs had a whole like pack that were harder to track down that came with a leash and a bowl and everything like that. So but I gotta tell you, the best flex that I've seen are those like giant Cuban link dog collars. Have you seen
What's wrong
those?
with that?
There's nothing wrong with that. I want them.
My dog's gonna have that.
Yeah. Luthor and Hank need
I mean, it won't be like real gold or anything.
No, but they're still
yeah.
like high quality joints. They're like $300 a collar.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
I know. It's also like it's a little bit much for everyday wear. But yeah, they're gonna end up with those. So David, it's out there. Holla at me.
I misinterpreted the question earlier when I saw it. I don't know what. I thought it was like a StockX like
just for dogs.
Marketplace for dogs, which sounds awful.
I mean, maybe that's what David's asking.
Like, just go adopt a pet. Like, there's already enough like boutique dog places and stuff. Like, just save a dog.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the best thing you can do is go right to a kill shelter. But if you want the middleman, they can definitely help. There's a lot of rescues that will train and work with the dog and help find it the right home.
Yeah.
But I've done it both ways, and I love them both.
Don't forget to
spay and neuter your pets. No, for real though. Next question: what were your first sneakers ever?
Okay. first sneakers ever. What does that mean? Like,
okay, so I'll throw my answers out there. As far as I knew, I grew up on Payless in Walmart.
I definitely have had those shoes.
It wasn't until I got my first job at 14 that I started buying brand name sneakers. And they were probably Air Force Ones. But I found a shoebox that my parents had saved. And I couldn't figure out the style based on the labels that were still on it. But it was tiny little kid's pair of like orange Nike box. So Nike was probably my first pair of sneakers. How about you, Dano? Right as you hit the peak. I'm an asshole. Shout out to Ishmael Tahoudin. I hope I pronounced that right. And everybody who gets their question answered is going to get a sticker pack from me with stuff like these joints.
Dude, these are so sick. The fucking Winnie the Pooh MF Doom. What would you call it? MF?
I called him Winnie the Doom. And yeah, it's printed on a brushed metal sticker.
Yeah, it looks like stainless steel.
Yeah. Good shit.
Yeah,
anyway.
It is good shit.
Your first sneakers.
Okay, I get, like, if it's my first ones that I can remember, you know what I mean? Like, I had Nikes, and, like, I remember my dad getting me a pair of the Patrick Ewing shoes.
Okay.
I remember having a pair of those when I was a kid, but they weren't like the big high top ones. They were low top for sure. They looked more like a tennis shoe, honestly.
Yeah.
Than like a basketball shoe. And that means that might have happened. There might have been like a weird Patrick Ewing tennis shoe.
I remember the first pair of shoes that I wanted that my parents wouldn't buy me, and that was the Reebok pumps. Oh yeah. Like, you weren't shit unless your shoe pumped, and I wasn't shit.
Yeah, I wasn't up on it before then. Like that was like, I think if there's a story of me, like the first sneaker moment I had, like noticing people with sneakers, was the Air Jordan 11 Concord. When I was in
so
a public
many
school
people
in
love
the
that
city.
shoe. Yeah, I get that.
There was like, I went to school and it was, I don't know, right after Christmas or something. Yeah. And everyone came to school and they all had that shoe.
That's what they got for Christmas after holiday break.
Every single kid had that shoe, and I was like, what is going on? And
See,
I took note.
The hype goes back that far.
It was for real. I was like, why does everybody have the shoe? It's crazy.
That's wild.
But I still didn't get into shoes until well after that.
Well after.
Etnies were the first shoes that I ever like bought like a bunch of.
Actually, they were, I think, one of the first. You know, one of the first pairs that I like actively sought out was a pair of Academics joints.
Okay.
I fucked with that brand heavy back in the day. I was like, yo, everything they do, let me get that.
So yeah, I guess those were my first sneakers. That's a big list of like the first ones that I can remember.
Right. Okay, I guess this one's for me from Riz Buzzins. Have you ever considered making a graffiti letter out of sneakers? And this is a little bit abbreviated from his comment. You know, it's crossed my mind. I've made more than just masks out of sneakers. I've done chainsaws and suits of armor and skulls. I have plans for a guitar made out of the soles. And it's always possible, you know, but I got a few things in the works that I think people haven't seen coming, so it'll be cool. What's the best strain of bud you've ever had from Fresh Kicks 3?
The best strain ever?
Yeah, do you got your favorite? I guess. I mean, is the best the same as your favorite? Like, are we talking about the most top shelf? Are we talking about the best effect, best received? For me, it would be like strains that made me mad productive, and I like did really cool work that didn't feel like it was work.
Yeah, you remember those ones a lot.
Yeah. Cherry AK. was
Cherry
one of those.
AK.
Yeah. I remember the first strain that got me mad high was Orange Crush back in Virginia. Like when we didn't have names, like it was like Kind Bud, 4-Way, and then all of a sudden it was like Orange Crush and all these other names. You start hearing about Northern Lights and fucking White Widow and all that shit.
Those were the first big ones that I had heard of. Those exact two. That's funny. Yeah, I remember getting a bunch of that in high school. A bunch of Northern Light, like I think it was a whole ounce. And back then, having a whole ounce of weed like that nice
was wild.
in Kansas City was like, yo, how'd you even get that?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna explain how I got it.
Yeah.
But
Smart.
it was for real. There was like jalapeno size, like colas of like before that it was off the brick kind of nonsense.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Of course.
And that was taken away from me before I even got to smoke any of it.
Any
of it, and it got flushed down a toilet.
Yo, did you have to call a plumber? All right.
Yeah, enough of that tragic story. Super Silver Haze was one of my favorites.
Ooh.
Like in terms of sativas, I don't like to smoke sativas as much anymore.
Yeah.
I'm more of an indica guy. So yeah, I stick to like I love like King Louis. Right now, that wedding cake is amazing. I'm into more hybrid stuff now. For
I get that.
sure. I
Well,
used to not even want hybrids, but now I'm into hybrids.
Yeah, I get that. Sometimes you need a little bit of both.
But for the most part,
out.
I just smoke field, saucepans. So that's that's in the dab.
Dab will do you.
Yeah.
All right. Resed Out wants to know if storming Area 51 is a good idea or a great idea.
I think it's a terrible idea.
Realistically, but let me break it down a little bit further.
I like how they say that they wouldn't kill everybody.
Not everybody, but they might. Here's
They
the
would kill
thing.
everybody.
Here's the thing. I think the idea behind the idea is great. That there is strength in numbers, and we need to unify around things that are important.
There you go. Wait, yeah. If there's that going on, yes, but this is not the right use.
If you're gonna risk your life, risk it for other human beings. Like, save a life. Don't risk a life.
For what? Alien? What's going on? Like, we should like rise up and
that's
have,
a whole nother
like,
show.
Functional boycotts and stuff like that. Like,
I'm down to ask
like
questions of somebody who thinks they know their shit. How about that? I don't have any clue. I got no information. So all I got is questions when it comes to that. The Ugly Duckling wants to know, if you were a hot dog and you were hungry, would you eat yourself?
Wow. Shout out Will Ferrell.
Yeah. You know what the answer is, right?
Yeah. What's the answer?
If I was a hot dog, I wouldn't have a mouth.
Okay, that's a good answer. Yeah, at least I'm just that stoned right now. I'm like, it sounds kind of good. Take a bite right now.
How you gonna do it though?
All right.
How's a hot dog eat itself?
Sneakers. That's a good follow-up.
Yeah, this is another abbreviated, and I hope this is the core of the question asked.
Was from Goopmaster?
Yeah.
Nice.
Shout out Goopmaster. I actually got his rolling tray will probably be on this table next week. In the mail. Yes. Had to. I don't pretend to even know, because as much as I know about myself, I can't predict my own future. I can only make the calls as I see them in the moment.
There'll be more 3D printing.
Oh, 100%.
Involved in sneakers as we're already starting to see. And there's way more tech. Like Nike is doing all this adaptive lacing.
Mm-hmm. More sustainable materials.
There is more to that than just the gimmick. I think some people think that's just a gimmick.
For which part?
Auto lacing. Like they made it impossible for the mags because that was the inspiration. But then now it's in basketball shoes.
I think we're going to be seeing technology of various sorts in sneakers, and I think it's going to be a lot of experimentation until we find something that really revolutionizes sneakers, say the way Nike Air did.
Oh yeah, like a new form of tech like that.
Yeah, like maybe it's not even something that we are considering.
Well,
so like right now we're like,
lacing.
Yeah, like we're like getting that's like data
more than
from
just
it.
Like, oh, like it's not just like a lazy, oh, it laces your own shoe. It's supposed to change and know what you're doing and like
react accordingly
and like make it more comfortable at times, and like when you really start going, like tighten up and give you that grip. Like it's supposed to be that adaptive. Right now it's like slowly getting there, but I think it is going to serve a better purpose.
Right, I get that.
I don't think it's just a gimmick. It's but what else is big in tech and shoes, or the future of sneakers? I think that doesn't just revolve around tech per se.
I mean, and that's why it's so hard to predict, because who knows where the next creative that's going to change the face of footwear.
Changes, more like
I do think sustainability.
Sustainability.
Yeah, sustainability has to be considered. As much as I love leather, I would prefer if I knew that it was coming from a sustained source.
Yeah,
like, and there's all different questions that arise with that as well. So it's a glass house, and I ain't throwing no stones. I'm interested in seeing where it goes. So.
There's a lot more independent footwear creators now.
Yeah,
so
that's very true.
That's gonna keep growing.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's gonna be more John Geigers, maybe.
Yep.
Maybe
more
people will
D-Dice
have the balls to do
from
what he
FBCC.
did. And stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, there'll be a lot more of that going on. I don't know. Like there's a lot of fun stuff. And I was just thinking about the other day, like as like overwhelmed and sometimes you are just trying to keep up with everything they releases and stuff, and deciding whether you're gonna get something or not. This last week I was like in a very like, man, it's a good year right now.
Oh, 100%.
I had no idea.
Yeah, when you can like.
Plus, I'm not even getting any of the mad hype shit. It's just a good year.
Just a good year in general across the board. I would agree with that.
All right, what's the next question?
From Gresh Kicks or G-Resh Kicks. How do you feel about collaborating with small businesses? I'm assuming this is for me. I say I do it all the time. I'm a small business myself, and really my favorite people to collaborate are just people who are as dedicated to what they do as I am to what I do. And a lot of times the difficulty there is that means both of our schedules are very busy. So that's why it's easier to work with big brands. Often you see the collaborations that I do is the amount of work that goes into each piece. If we're talking about collaborative sneaker masks, it's countless hours, and it's a lot of work. So I'm not in a position to not work for a week or two because I'm donating my time to some small business to give them a leg up per se. But I look for those chances when it makes sense, and I really just look for the right people to work with. That's why I'm sitting across the table from Dano right now, is because when I met with John Colombo and he told me about snkrINC, and I just came in for like one shoot, and meeting Dano and Frankie and getting to know John some more, and meeting Ivan and everybody, the whole snkrINC team. Jack, shout out Jack.
Shout out Jack.
Yeah.
Miss you, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
And Steezus.
So that I wouldn't even necessarily put snkrINC in the small business category. But it is a passion project, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think that answers that question tenfold, probably. Rambling because we've been smoking a whole grip of weed. What is your favorite sneaker mask? I'm gonna answer this one real quick. That I have a set of favorites, but that's always changing because I'm always trying to outdo myself, and I'm my own worst critic. So The elephant mask comes to mind. The King's Pride LeBron 11 mask comes to mind. And I'm going to pass it off to Dano because I want to hear his answer.
Mine's a quick answer. It's the Reaper.
Oh.
I'm a big Reaper.
The Tiffany Lowe Grim Reaper mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
The way he utilized
that is one of my favorites as well.
Backs of the midsole and outsole as teeth.
Yeah, the heel.
Yeah, it's just a really good looking mask.
That one is definitely one of my favorites. I think I want to 3D print that. I
actually really love the hummingbird too.
Really?
Yeah, that's
I mean,
one of my
I like it, and it hasn't seen the light of day because I wasn't crazy about the photos that we took of it years ago, and I've been meaning to reshoot it, and it's got to be done right, and that takes sometimes inspiration, sometimes it takes the right opportunity and seeing and going, yes, I got to take this mask, we got to make it happen, let's go. Sometimes it's the right wardrobe that comes in. Anyway, shout out to your boy Blue. Again, everybody's getting a sticker pack. Thank you for contributing. This is, I think, the last one, and I put up the whole question. I got mixed feelings about this question, Dano. Because this one's a heavy one. I really appreciate M. Minazi. Sorry if I just butchered your name, bro. But he asks, if the art market went belly up, including design for retail, and assuming you still need to earn an income, what field would you be interested in working? Additionally, given your age, no slight, do you believe you could successfully compete in a new field away from the arts? So this is huge question here. First, I mean, there might be a bubble burst in the art market, but the only way that art would become, or the purchase and sale of art would become obsolete, is if we were in a truly apocalyptic time. And then that's a whole nother question. If I decided to stop making art as a living in order to just have it to myself and do whatever I wanted, because I'm sure every artist has that little pipe dream in them. I'd go back to working with dogs. I'd love to have my own rescue, but honest to God, I'd go back to work in dog daycare. Like, you're really gonna put me in a room with 20, 40 dogs and we're all just gonna play all day long and you're gonna pay me? Son, like, I'm fine with that. Like, especially like the lack of pressure or stress. Like, the only thing you gotta do is be on time. I mean, no, I don't want to slight anybody who's out there working in the industry, because there are people who can do it and there are people who can't. There is like an instinct in how to watch dog behavior and work with them and make sure everything goes smoothly. But if you're one of those people, and I am, and I think I was maybe at my happiest when I was working with dogs. I just love dogs. And given my age, I mean, I'm 36, man. This is my Wu-Tang year. There ain't no slight. I'm gracefully aging into my OG status. Thank you. No, but I don't know that I would feel the need to compete. I'm really not a competitive person outside of the arts, and I am working on only being competitive with myself, because that's really all that we are in competition with, is being a better you, better me, better we. I think that's the end, Dana. Oh wait, no. What you think about these, bro?
I have not seen these until right now. Whoa, what's going on in the back? You got another angle?
Oh, I do not. I didn't even notice that. There is a chenille swoosh across the back. I was more looking at that mini swoosh right there.
Yeah.
Is it like all twisted? Is that what it's supposed to be?
Is it all twisted?
All twisted up? We got to see some angles on this. I need to know the geometry of this.
And what's with that? The mist color and the...
I like it.
What's going on there?
You talking about the cream on the white on the sail?
On the thing, on the hay, and the what?
Yeah,
Yeah, why are there multi-colors going on?
I love it, especially with that red pot. Ugh, nasty.
Yeah, but
I haven't had a pair of blazers
the white
since...
on the red. You see what I'm talking about?
White on the... Oh, yeah. I'm saying give me all the tones. That's probably sale. That ain't no bright white.
SB blazer.
Yeah.
All right.
Which was the shoe that I made my first sneaker mask out of. SB Blazers. Green
That's
Spark.
right. Yeah, the green ones.
All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, is that it? We're wrapping out?
I mean, what else we got, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I thought we were already
yeah,
over.
Okay.
I mean, shit.
Well, we're in part 2. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I don't know what the fuck's going on either.
Couldn't even
What's
say
up?
that sentence right. Yeah, let's wrap it up.
That's a wrap.
Yeah, I'm gonna go walk around in my Coming to America shoes now.
Yeah, enjoy.
All right, y'all.
Let us know what you all are wearing. I want to see in the comments. What shoe has surprised them?
Yes.
What are we sleeping on?
Newest, latest fun pickup.
What are we sleeping on? You tell us.
Yeah, what have we not talked about? What do we need to talk about more? I'm sure there's plenty of suggestions there.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you next week, y'all.
Thanks, guys.